Well, I always had that vision in my life. All young boys have that. You want to be a policeman or a firefighter. And of course, in Mount Baldy was the perfect opportunity.
My dad used to tell me, when you're living somewhere, be sure that you give more than you take. On Saturdays and Sundays, I committed myself to this community, and that's where we had most of our people come up there.
Every resource that Baldy Fire has to handle an emergency is something that's going to help anybody that's on the mountain, whether you live here or you're visiting here. The roads get overwhelmed with folks, and the reinforcements from down the mountain can't make it up here. And without Baldy Fire on hand up here with the resources they need, if something's wrong with somebody up here, they're the last line of defense.
We're asking for people to donate. We love our community, and we've always asked our community to assist us, and now we're looking for a little assistance from the valley. The Mount Baldy community is about only 1,000 people, but our visitor population is probably over 2 million a year. So the majority of our calls for service are to aid those from down the valley.
I think Firehouse, best I can remember, I think it's 60 years. It might be a couple less, but it's 58 or 60 years old.
As you can see, we're a little tight in our bays here. We have equipment backed up bumper to bumper. To be able to get to my equipment on this side, I have to crawl over this bumper. In the new station we plan to construct, there'll be much more space, and we'd be able to walk between the vehicles without having to climb over everything. This is where we store our equipment. As you can see, it's extremely tight. It makes it a little cumbersome for the firefighters to get their gear on, and sometimes has the potential to slow our response down just getting equipment on because it's so tight. I'd like to point out our rat count. We like to keep track of the rats that visit our station. And upper station, we have 76 count, and our lower station 30 count. So we're hoping in our new station that count will be 0. This is our dispatch center here. It's very small, as you can see, and with the addition of the new station, we're hoping that we can expand this and get a little more room for our dispatchers. This is our meeting area. This is the only spot that we have to gather everybody, and when we're fully staffed with 20 firefighters, it gets a little tight in here. It's also used for a command post for search and rescue operations and campaign fires. This area is the radio operations area for the West Valley Search and Rescue Team, and almost weekly basis they're up here spending long hours doing search and rescues for hikers that get lost up into the mountains.
They're the first to respond to any accident that we have on the mountain, and all those guys love what they do, and they're excited to be there and help.
A lot of people have donated their time. Nobody is paid, ever has been, and probably never will be.
We're asking for assistance from our residents and from visitors down in the valley who come up and enjoy this beautiful mountain. The firehouse is in desperate need of an upgrade, so anybody that loves Mount Baldy would very much love a donation.